Hey guys, Will here again with Happily Ever Outdoors. So I am actually out of town this weekend with my work. I am in Ocean City, Maryland this weekend. Very beautiful area. I got to have some really great seafood today, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to share a product with you that I've had for a little while now, and this is the Rumpl blanket. Now, if you're not familiar with these, essentially it is a high-performance blanket, I guess you could say. Essentially, their goal was to take the materials that you see with a high-performance sleeping bag and to make it into a blanket that you could use for around the house or out when you go hiking, camping, things like that. That's going to stand up to a little moisture, a little bit of dirt, but also for travel. And that's what I found I use this thing for a lot, is when I go traveling out of town. It's just a really nice blanket to have, and something I just like to keep with me. So the one you're looking at right here, this is their twin size, which is actually 60 inches by 80 inches. Now, I was just looking at their website, and I think they just recently adjust their sizes a little bit, because it's looking like they show up as now throw one person and two person, as opposed to like this is twin size. But this pretty much is equivalent, it looks like, to their new one person size, which shows up as 54 by 80 inches on their website, whereas this one is 60 by 80, so just about the same size. And this went for $130 when I got it, and that is the same price that the one person size goes for now on their website. Colors and everything look like they are still the same. So I did get a discount on this, so I got this a little bit cheaper than regular price. I'll let you guys know, but I'm not affiliated with Rumpl in any way, and they're not giving me any kind of kickback or anything for doing this video. This is just me sharing my thoughts with you. So first impressions right off the bat, it does come in a nice drawstring bag. Very lightweight materials for the size of this blanket, and as puffy as it is, then it is actually fairly light. You can see the drawstring right there. So very practical, easy for you to kind of stuff it and put it away. Let's open this up. As you can see, as soon as you pull it out of the bag, it expands really rapidly. This is a really good size, as you guys can tell from the video. This is really great for one person. You can totally wrap yourself up in it completely. So if you're sitting around the campfire or whatever, you could really get cozied up with this thing. But it is big enough, as you can tell, you could easily get two people underneath this thing as well. Works good to throw on your bed. I've used it hammock camping as an extra layer to go on top of my sleeping bag and everything else. Or you could use it as a layer underneath to give you a little extra insulation. And the fact that it's made out of this material that is going to be water and stain resistant and all that means you could take it for picnics, things like that, and it's going to be a lot lighter, easier to carry, and it's going to stand up a lot better to being used on the ground. So just to give you guys the specs real quick, this thing is made from 20D ripstop nylon with DWR with 3D hollow fiber synthetic insulation. So a really fancy way of saying it's basically synthetic down, ripstop nylon exterior shell on it. The weight for their current throw size is 2.1 pounds. The one person, which is basically the same as this, is 3.3 pounds, and the two person is 4.8 pounds. So overall, I really like this blanket. It's made of really smooth, nice, comfortable material that feels good on your skin. It's fairly lightweight as for being as big and puffy as it is, and I was amazed by how well this thing actually insulates, given the weight and the design of it. It really does keep you warm. And it's just really nice to have. It travels well, it packs well, and it just is an all-around really good blanket. Now, one of the things that you may or may not like about this blanket is the fact that it does have that very high-performance, slick feel to it. So depending on what you're using it for, say if you were putting it on your bed, kind of like silk sheets, it's going to have a tendency to kind of slide around. Even using it for like hammock camping, same thing. It's going to try to slide around a little bit if you're like trying to put it underneath you or something like that. I found it really works best as a layer on top, over the top of your sleeping bag, and then you can tuck it down on the sides and it'll stay there. So, but like if you're in a hammock and say you're using a high performance sleeping bag as well as a blanket like this, you're going to have two slick materials that are trying to kind of slide around, and you have a hard time getting situated and all that. So depending on whether you really like that kind of slick high performance feel, or if you like more of like a traditional blanket that's got a soft texture to it, you may or may not like that about this. Just know that that is what you're getting when you buy this thing. Now, as far as price is concerned, I would love to see these things come down. I mean, the reality is it's a $130 blanket, so it's definitely going to be a hard sell for a lot of people. Again, great materials. A lot of people, might have no problem paying that much for a high-performance sleeping bag, but a blanket is kind of another story. I'm not knocking this thing in terms of the materials, the construction, all of that is great. It's just the fact that price point is, it's a little bit high. However, a really good quality product, and if the price point isn't a problem for you, if you look at the materials it's made out of and you see the functionality as being worth that kind of money to you, then by all means get you one. I love the one that I have. But just Rumpl, if you could find a way to get that price point down without compromising on quality, I think you would have a lot easier time selling these things. Only time will tell, of course, over the next couple years how well this thing does hold up in the long run, but I anticipate that it is going to do very well. So you got to kind of think of it as an investment when it comes to your kit, and you got to decide what's the most important to me and what do I want to invest my money in. So if you really like having a good blanket that you can take with you the outdoors, you want something that's really lightweight and made out of the same kind of high performance materials that you're used to, then you'll see a lot of value in this product and you'll want to invest in it. If not, and you just see it as an expensive blanket and you'd rather just go to the store and buy something else for 20 bucks, then go right ahead. That's your prerogative. But you got to make that decision for yourself, just like you do with every other piece of kit. So in conclusion, again, I think this is a really high quality product. Well made, awesome materials, great performance. The price point, a little bit high. I would love to see it lower, but overall this is a product that I know I'm going to get a whole lot of use out, and it's going to be good use. I'm going to love using this thing when I'm out camping, hiking, traveling. It's going to be great for all kinds of different stuff. Again, the size that I got is really perfect for 2 people, so this would be great if you're going to go out on a hike with your spouse and you want to have something to have a little picnic or to cuddle up under. It's perfect for that. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can head on over to Rumpl. That's GORUMPL.com, and you can check out the original Puffy Blanket that you see here, as well as the other products in their lineup. Alright guys, this concludes our review of the original Puffy Blanket from Rumpl. Feel free to leave your comments and questions below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to look us up on Facebook, Twitter, and our blog.